Hey everyone, welcome back to Fate Stay Night Remaster with Jurgen Jays. Last episode, we will continue to do this, strategize how to take down Berserker just between the three of us. Right now, it looks like Tosaka is wanting to be the one kind of delivering the death blow from behind and ambushing him, while me, Shirou, and Saber distract Berserker as he's walking up towards us. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Back to our original topic. So you two will fight Berserker. I'll climb a tree before everything starts and watch from above. And once Saber's created an opening, I'll skewer Berserker from above, which should be his blind spot, with all my gems. Oh. That is quite a lot of power, so I think we should be good. Just so long as it hits, I suppose. That's all there is to our plan. It's pretty simple. Tosaka turns her attention to us, checking whether we have any questions. Gems? Is that your magecraft, Ren? Even if all of this were to work, no amount of half-baked magecraft would reach Berserker's body. If we are to harm him, we will need an attack of truly surpassing power. No, the gems are what let her surpass. I know that. You're saying we and what? We and attack that's at least A rank? We need? What is that? That's so... okay. As she says this, Tosaka pulls several jewels from her pocket. What are these jewels? Think of it like my life savings. A single one of these can immediately activate into a great magecraft at rank A. I had 10 of these, but I used one on you. Oh. I thought she had... wait, well, she had the one, like, extremely strong one that she used to save my life. Oh, maybe that's why I'm self-healing. It has nothing to do with Saber and has everything to do with the spell that, frickin' Ren put on me. I see. If it is of the same caliber of magecraft, then I can say for sure that Berserker will not be able to defend himself. He does not have magic resistance like I do. Even if it's magecraft, an A rank should definitely pierce his defenses. Well, minus his noble phantasm being what it is that we just figured out, but it seemed like Archer was able to get around it, so hopefully Ren can too. His reminder, Berserker's Noble Phantasm appears to be, like, basically just ultimate defense. Like, unless it's just top tier attack, he can't get hurt. Exactly. I thought of starting with small batches, but we can't afford to take that much time. I'm thinking of giving Berserker 2 or 3 of these. Tosaka puffs out her chest confidently. However... hey, aren't you being a little stingy? What's with the goofy sounding music? I agree. It may not be my place to say, but I believe under the circumstances, you should be using at least half of your stock. Well, why would you say that? That's not your call. I don't know enough to really say. I feel like 3, I mean, if she's confident with 3, then 3's good. You guys don't understand how hard it was to save all this up. ... Saber and I protest silently. So Sokka's life depends on this operation too. We can't let ourselves fail just because she's being stingy. I didn't take that as being stingy. She was like, it'll be like an upper A rank spell. Fine. Just half, right? Just half. Oh, come on. I've just kind of been wanting to say that. I know what's at stake here. Anyway, that's our plan. All we have to do now is find a place for me to hide and a spot for Shirou to support Saber. We should get set up before Illya gets here. Yeah, we can't stay in these ruins anymore. And like Tosaka said, we need to find a place where we can all lie in wait for Berserker. Couldn't the building be part of it? Like, I mean, Well, I guess Tosaka being up in the second floor of the building close by would be a little obvious. But before that, I'm worried about Saber. I'm worried about Tosaka. Ooh, just because me personally, I have more affection towards Tosaka. I mean, I love Saber. Don't get, but Saber is like my partner in crime, like my best bud. Not this, on the other hand, is like I'm trying to get Shirou and her married. You know, you feel. I know. My commenters are very pro Saber X Shirou, and not so much this ship, but I lean a little bit more towards this ship. Granted, we've gotten a lot of good stuff happening between Saber and what's it called, Shirou lately, but I'm going with my heart. I hope I'm wrong, but Tosaka won't be stingy about her gems, will she? Wait a sec. I just want to be sure here. You're not going to hold back, right? I know jewels are expensive, but your life is worth a lot more. Easy for you to say. You don't know the state of my finances. You'd probably lose your mind if you found out how much even one of these is worth. I didn't think you were selling them. I thought you were just stockpiling them for your own, like, protection. Huh. I never lose my mind over money. Fine. If you're so adamant, then I'll help with it. I just have to pay for half the value of the jewels you use, right? Huh? Really? A man doesn't go back on his word? Well, let's hear the price. Hold on. We're rushing. You're rushing. Let's hear the price first, shall we? Nope. I have some savings, and I can earn money if I don't have enough. I'm having you use weapons you've accumulated over a lot of time, so I should help out too. Aw, that is admirable. Okay, I might be making this offer out of pride. I guess I want Tosaka to see me in a positive light, no matter what. Hey, what? That's a really, really weird look. Well, yes. I'm happy about it, and now I have something to look forward to. Money! By the way, Amiya, aren't you curious how much one of these gems is worth? Yeah, we should clarify that, please. Well, I suppose it's about 100,000 yen or something. No, that would get you a cheap throwaway gem at best. Maybe 200,000? Not going up much there. Still wrong. Okay, how about 250,000 yen? It's probably gonna be a 1 million yen, bud. You know what you usually do when you're guessing prices is you add zeros. Why are you not going up past the 100,000s? I kind of didn't want to say it, but 300,000. No, she's saying add a zero to the end, bud. She's talking millions. Again, I ask, why do you refuse to go up another digit? Could it be 1 million yen? The ground is falling away at my feet. My college fund is being stripped away from me as we speak. Close. Add another. Oh, whoa. Add another zero. And I'm about to fall right into the bowels of hell itself. 1 billion yen. Shirou does not have 1 billion yen stashed away, much less 5 billion yen. That's astronomical. I've never heard a number so devastating before. If I were to turn that number into points of damage, I could beat any video game boss in a heartbeat. Multiple times over at that. What's wrong? You look pale, Amiya. No, I'm fine. I can do the math. I can calculate. Oh, I can calculate all right, and it's hurting more than math ever should. Oh, really? Then I'll ask you one more time. I can use my gems, right? I won't hold back. I'll be spectacular. Are you good with that? I fight back the desire to Tosaka to use them sparingly. How about using just like one
Maybe don't use any gems, in fact. Tosaka, I'm going to be in your debt. I will be in debt, like, for forever.
I try to sound as brave as I can. Of course, I won't charge you interest, so you can spend all your life paying me back. Oh, yep. Probably gonna have to be that way. Tosako clearly isn't joking. Even if I spent my whole life working to do it, I'd never be able to pay that back. Huh. I'd rather not think about it, but I think Tosaka is going to be in charge of my life from now on. Yes. What if we got married? Then you could really be in charge of me. Sorry. Oh. Okay, black screen for a moment. We reach a clearing in the forest. The sun is rising and a white layer of morning mist blankets the forest. Compared to the much denser forest around us, this is a good vantage point. Tosaka, this place doesn't seem bad. It seems like a place with trees, like what we talked about, compared to the other parts of the forest where it's a place with trees. Yes, it meets most of our conditions, but it might actually be too open. I should be able to escape, but it might be tough for you and Saber. Tosaka is such a perfectionist, if she's even considering escape routes. Well, she's also calculating that she might screw it up. Let's try somewhere else. We still have some time. Let's not spend too much time. Tosaka returns to the forest. But Saber stands motionless, staring off into the distance. Saber? What are you doing? We need to hurry or else Illya is going to... Yeah, you might want to go hide. She's probably right here. A chill runs up my spine. I could never forget this feeling. I can't see him or feel his presence. You clearly feel something. If it's not his presence... Presence? Presence. I don't know what you are. But the sudden weight of the air pressing down around me is definitely coming from him. Oh, and apparently we turned the whole sky purple. Or blue, whatever color that is. I'm colorblind. Foo-foo. I found you. Oh. Oh, that's Illya, not Berserker. I thought Berserker was actually talking for once. Illya's voice echoes from somewhere in the forest, beyond the mist. From deeper in the forest, the dark figure approaches. Ooh, I don't like the... Right there! I'm coming to kill you! It's gonna be so much fun, teehee. Maybe it's because we're in a clearing with an open view of the sky, but it feels like Illya is peeking down at us from up in the clouds. Crap. Did she find Shirou already? This isn't good. This place is too wide open. And how fast is she? We have less than 2 minutes until she... Then climb up in a tree! Hey, what are you two waiting for? I keep telling you this is a bad spot. We need to go somewhere else fast. I don't know if we have enough time to find a spot. Like, at least this is a spot. Tosaka grabs our hands. Alright, but it's too late. No, this is fine, Tosaka. Thank you for having some sense for once, Shirou. We're lucky enough that the three of us are able to fight together. We can't ask for anything more. You dummy. That's exactly the problem. It's way too open here. Saber can't handle Berserker alone, and you can't get out of this range to support her here. I'm just going to continue screaming our plan when they're so clearly nearby. I know you're concerned for me, but we're all in danger here. Besides, we can't escape now anyway. That's true, but... Are you ready, Saber? We're fighting Berserker here. Whoa. Armor came from nowhere. Wait, she was wearing her armor in the last shot of her. Saber nods quietly. Oh, come on, fine. I'll be really ticked if you two get thrashed. Tosaka, apparently convinced, disappears into the mist. Again, she kind of has to out of necessity. Once she goes into action, she acts quickly. She darts into the forest and then scrambles up a tree. The red contrasting the green on the... Granted, for a colorblind... Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe Berserker's colorblind, but otherwise, color theory would have you believe that the red is really going to stand out amongst all the greens, so best of luck to you. They're coming, Saber. Are you ready? I should ask you the same. Once the battle begins, please do not move past this point. I will not let Berserker near this spot.
Dun 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 dun.
The mist wavers. Out of the morning fog, a dark shadow spreads across the clearing. A mad warrior, led by a pale girl, steps into view. This is a surprise. I thought you were going to flee until the end. Or have you given up, brother? Illya is about 40 meters from me. We'll face each other from opposite ends of the clearing. Aww. Oh, so Saber got better. That must be why you stopped running. What a shame. It's cute that you think it'll be enough to beat me, though. Sorry, you're gonna die here. Teehee. Her giggles echo in the forest. Teehee. Apparently that ticks her off. Her giggles echoing? Saber, still standing beside me, is practically vibrating with animosity. She might launch herself forward at any moment. Oh, you're all quiet now. You're so boring. Are you scared of dying? What a waste. If you beg for your life, maybe I'll consider sparing you. Tosaka's probably in position. She'll probably want to be as close to the... Stop talking and let me narrate. She'll probably want to be as close to the center of the clearing as she can. There's a spot where the tree branches overlap. Should be sturdy enough to support her weight. Just so long as she's not... Again, the bright red crimson isn't seen in broad daylight, contrasting up against the green. I see. So that's how it's gonna be. Enough chatter then. I'll kill you and Wait, where's Ren, Shirou? I have to give it to Berserker's master. She knows better than to overlook any details. Tosaka's gone. We stopped working together a while ago. I hate her now. Not like I was just trying to slide into her DMs like just, you know, a little bit ago. So you two split up? That figures. You and Saber could only drag her down. She should be able to do pretty well on her own. Well, there you go. She's probably out of the forest by now. I doubt you'll catch up to her, even if you go after her right now. Oh, you think so? This forest is an Einspurn-bounded field. Oh. Ah, so she knows that she's still here. That's great. I always know the instant someone enters or leaves, nobody's left. So Ren's still in the forest. I have plenty of time to deal with her once I've taken care of you. Well, at least she's not, well, at least verbally saying, oh, Ren's right above me. Yeah, this is gonna be so easy. ... That's a relief. If Illya only detects who's going in and out of the forest, then she doesn't know where Tosaka is now. That, and she believed my story pretty easily. Illya is a truly merciless master, but is she too merciless to have a chance to start over? Illya, before we fight, because I'm like Naruto and I have to see the good in everybody, and like this is kind of like the pain art, you know? So I got to talk to you about this real quick. Before we fight, there's something I want to ask you. Would you consider quitting being a master and ending this battle? I can't. This is my grandfather's command. As long as Berserker's around, I am a master of the Einspurns. I need to kill other masters and bring home the Holy Grail. Hehe. But I'm the one who should be asking you a question. I'm the head of the Einspurn household, so I'm not going to repeat what I said earlier, but I might reconsider if you're willing to change your answer. She sounds almost hopeful. Almost like you were doing the same exact thing. But as long as I have Saber with me, I can't agree to what she's asking. My answer is unchanged. I'm Saber's master. If you're not going to quit being a master, I'll defeat Berserker and make you quit. Sorry, I need a sip of water. I look at both Illya and Berserker and say that. In that instant, we die. It was so fast. I don't even have time to recognize it. The end. The air in the clearing tenses with a sharp snapping sound. I see. Then I'm gonna kill you now. I'm gonna annihilate you. Right down to that conceited head of yours. Ooh, whoa. Is that her magic circuits somehow that we can see?
What?
What the heck's that? There's some sort of inscription appearing on Illya's face. No, it's not just her face. It's a huge command spell covering her entire body, and I can see it at this distance. It's so much more massive than the ones we have. That's her command spells? Why is it like that? Playtime is over. Trample them, Heracles. Why do you need your command spells for this? Illya's voice is completely lifeless. And in response, the giant behind her howls, "Awoo." Roar. Whoa. Oh, that's exactly what I said. Black lines translates to raw. His roar shakes the earth. He screams and thrashes like he's lost his mind. Because that's kind of the curse of Berserker. His abilities grow even more powerful, like his body is swelling with deformed masses. That is impossible. Was she only depriving him of reason rather than letting him go berserk? I'm not surprised Saber is shuddering. Even I, who can't gauge the warrior's strength, can tell I shouldn't be getting anywhere near that monster. So maybe back up and start shooting them arrows. Go! Kill everything you see, Berserker, even the trees, even the blades of grass. That's a life-filled thing that you see. Roar! The air explodes. The giant bellows a roar so different from its anguished wail and leaps. Da-da! Okay. Pirates of the Caribbean. Saber! A shriek of silver surges forward in answer. Berserker lands in the middle of the clearing. Roar! I'm the Hulk! Roar! The earth shakes. Saber intercepts Berserker as if stopping a falling meteor. Yeah, she back in action. Okay, whoa, okay, okay. Alright. Hey, alright. If you could not change the image every so often, maybe I could get a decent thumbnail out of this. I might not use that as thumbnail. I don't know. I have it if I need it. It's like watching a mythical battle unfolding in front of me. In a forest shrouded by morning mist, two shadows clash relentlessly. Berserker is simply overwhelming. The voices in the background. Berserker's swipes are like whirlwinds, his downward strikes like waterfalls. Even Saber wouldn't survive a direct hit. But Saber deflects every attack without faltering or hesitating. She swipes aside the barrage of strikes raining on her like a raging storm. To fail would mean being cut down on the spot. To Saber, each of the rapid blows seemed to strike with her opponent's full might. The clash of swords echoes around the clearing. Berserker has greater reach. Berserker is faster. Berserker has more stamina. All Saber can do is parry the titanic surges of wind from Berserker's swings to mitigate the sheer strength, all just to avoid being cut in half. Berserker is like a broken jackhammer. What a comparison! I never once have looked at a really strong man throwing around a sword and gone, looks like a broken jackhammer. His blade spins in all directions, annihilating everything in its path. Jackhammers don't spin, I don't think. They kind of just go up and down. Just getting in reach could only be fatal. There would be no hope of escape. They'd get caught in that whirling blade and ground to dust. No normal human would have a chance against that. And if getting close can only mean death, then the only option is fleeing. But Saber steps into the whirlwind and doesn't retreat. She'll be shredded to pieces. Good night. The sword sparks off of her, slowly chipping her armor away. Standing in the middle of that vortex, she could be dead in a heartbeat. This is where you gotta support her from behind and start firing those pathetic little twigs that you made at him. ... I can only hold my breath. In ancient times, heroes who fought dragons and demonic beasts must have all been like this. Like her. They know perfectly well how vast the gap in strength between them is. I haven't yet taken another breath since I gasped in. I'm gonna keep on trying to do this. But they bet everything on a 1 in a million shot. A seething mass of violence beyond anything humans are capable of.
They just defended it so... Okay, I have to breathe back in. Until a single opportunity presented itself. Many warriors died without ever seeing the miracle they were waiting for. Clearly, Shirou wasn't having to narrate the fight while watching at the same time. That's exactly what this battle is. It is a glamorous, eye-catching battle, but it only ends one way, with Saber's defeat. Each blow chips away a little more at her. Luckily, we have Rin, who's definitely going to help us from the shadows. Right, Rin? Roar! Ah! Berserker's roar shakes the ground. The sheer whirlwind of his frenzy churns up the atmosphere and sends Saber flying as she tries to defend. Every time Berserker's attacks chip away a bit of Saber's armor, she's thrown to the ground, but instead of remaining down on her knees, Saber charges right back at Berserker every time. But she's at her limit. Saber's breathing is labored, and her movements are visibly slowing. There won't be any opening. In a few moments, Berserker's titanic weapon will shatter Saber's sword. I grip the bow I made. This is really gonna save the day here, guys. Watch me. I'm going to shoot an arrow, shoot a little pinprick of a toothpick into his foreskin. Wait, sorry. That's not what I meant to say. That's, I'm not editing that out. So, oh well, that's, I guess, now a thing. I gripped the bow I made. I meant to say, like, toe skin, and instead I said what I said. Oh, okay. I gripped the bow I made. I'm going to provide backup with my bow. What will that do? I'm kind of under the impression of what will that do, but I know the game's wanting me to use it, so let's provide backup with the bow. It might prove a mild enough distraction that Saber can kind of get in there. I don't know. The moment Saber goes flying, I fire at Berserker. This won't hurt him, but it should at least get his attention. Yeah, that's kind of the only thing it could do. Go. The arrow hits Berserker squarely on the temple, but it doesn't even leave a scratch. I can't even get his attention. The giant does not block the arrow. He doesn't even seem to care. That's right. Oh wait, that's Illya. That's right, Berserker. Leave Shirou alone. You can do whatever you want with him after you kill Saber. Yee-hee. Why did I do that? Ilya's laugh echoes through the forest. Dang! I can't do anything. Saber's about to collapse right in front of me, but I can't do anything. Tosaka's about to do something chill. I'm powerless. No matter what I do, I can't hurt Berserker, and I'm just distracting Saber. A slash. Cool. Saber sinks into the ground all the way to her ankles as she parries a massive blow. The parrying blade is swift but heavy. The axe sword strikes down from overhead. A brutally powerful weapon grazes Saber's armor as she dodges, then tears up the earth itself. Nah. My jaw is clenched so hard my teeth could well shatter. Is there really nothing I can do? Yeah. I feel like we went over that already. I can't protect Saber. I can't fight alongside her. I mean, you already gave her your magic circuits. You did a lot. Like, you're not completely useless. You made a bow. You look fancy now. Congratulations. There's nothing I can do. All I can do is... then at least imagine it. It's all you can really do. Alright, the power of imagination's on my side. And friendship. Ha! Archer said something like that. Keeps on envisioning this sword. I'm wondering if he's gonna summon it. You don't need an enemy. You don't need an enemy. The only opponent you need to fight is your own mind. Yeah. What was he saying again? It wasn't one of his typical snide remarks. What he said had weight and importance to it, and I need to understand. Then again, probably everything he told me was a warning I shouldn't ignore. Saber goes flying. This time it's not because she leaped away to evade. Berserker hit her this time. That hurricane slash strikes Saber in the side. She stumbles. Yeah, she's not bleeding. Coughing violently, she grips her weapon tighter and turns back towards Berserker. The giant doesn't miss the opening Saber finally provides. Are we about to, like, summon a sword and charge in? Is that what the game's trying to hint at? Or we're not going to get the chance to before Tosaka acts? Stop! My voice doesn't reach them. It wasn't going to do anything. Even if it did. Shouting is useless, and trying to use the bow like Archer would be pointless. Don't I understand yet? What can I do? What should these hands of mine be doing? That's right. What do I need to save Saber? A sword, apparently, because he kept on imagining it. So, I can't use a bow. A spear won't pierce him. Having a weapon just like the enemies is no solution either. To go up against that giant? A sword to cut through a mountain of stone? An opulent sword, sharper than sharp, that will never dull. A king's sword, able to cut down enemies in a single blow. Is he about to summon the sword of the stone? Like that golden sword I saw in my dream. A sword fit for her. My head hurts. I try to fight down my nausea, but I never take my eyes off Saber. Strangely, the longer I watch Saber fall, the more this indescribable pain assaults me. I don't know why. I don't know what the blade would really do to help, because, I mean, a bow, I don't know. They're both weapons, and your hands, like, up against this, I don't know how much good they'd do, other than, oh, cool, he can do a thing. Saber and Berserker seem to be moving in slow motion. Why isn't Tosaka acting? I see a row of switches line up. Saber coughs, and for a brief second she arches in pain. Is someone talking with the red? What switches? Berserker smashes his axe sword down toward her with all his might. It's as if there's a row of nails in need of hammering down. It's like he's knocking down dominoes. The switch flips. Are all of my circuits about to come online? Saber! Berserker's axe sword cuts Saber down. There's a part of me that really wants to see him potentially summon the sword, but this is also really good cliffhanger material. My own personal interest is getting the better of me. We're gonna keep going. He's going to die. The strike splits Saber in half at the waist and pierces it. Her flesh go flying. Dang. No, that's not what's happening. The only thing that's gone flying is pieces of armor. Berserker's only split Saber's armor. Saber left herself open to bait Berserker into a single, huge swing, and with every ounce of strength she has, she rushes at him. Roar! A black roar rips through the air, but he can't escape now. Saber's right in front of him. She shifts her grip on her sword and darts in closer, then swings with all her might. Roar! That hurt! I don't believe this. Saber's attack hits home, and the giant, who had seemed so immovable, flies back several meters. And then... Oh, Tosaka, get back, Saber! Okay, it doesn't look like we're going to be summoning a weapon, so I'm going to next time this one. So I'll see you guys next time. Very climatic. I hope this doesn't... I hope you don't hate me for ending things here, but I mean, hate's a strong word. But anyways, I'll see you in the next episode. Hope y'all are doing well. Bye!